The United States 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel, is a denomination worth 1/20th of a dollar or 5 cents. The 2003 D. Jefferson nickel was minted at the Denver Mint, which is identified by the small d mint mark located on the coin's obverse front side, just to the right of Thomas Jefferson's bust. This coin belongs to the long-running Jefferson nickel series, which began in 1938 and replaced the earlier Buffalo nickel. The obverse of the 2003 D nickel features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Above Jefferson's head is the motto, "In God We Trust," while to the left is the word liberty, followed by the date, 2003. The reverse, back, side of the coin depicts Jefferson's famous Virginia estate, Monticello, which he designed himself. Above the building appears the name Monticello, while below it is inscribed 5 cents and United States of America. Centered above Monticello is the traditional American motto, E pluribus unum, which translates to out of many one, symbolizing the unity of the states. The 2003 D. Jefferson nickel is composed of a copper-nickel alloy, 75% copper and 25% nickel, and has a weight of 5.00 grams, a diameter of 21.21 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.95 millimeters, with a plain, smooth edge. During 2003, the Denver Mint produced over 447 million of these coins, making it a common circulation issue. While its face value remains 5 cents, collectors may value uncirculated or proof condition examples higher, depending on luster, strike quality, and absence of wear. Most circulated 2003 D nickels are worth only their face value, but uncirculated pieces in mint state condition can be worth between 10 to 50 cents, and exceptionally well-preserved coins certified by grading services, MS 67 or higher, can fetch a few dollars. The 2003 nickel holds historical importance as the last year before the U.S. Mint redesigned the Jefferson nickel in 2004 to 2005 for the Westward Journey series, which commemorated the bicentennial of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Thus, the 2003 D. Jefferson nickel stands as the final issue of the classic Monticello design that had appeared, nearly unchanged, for 65 years since 1938. It represents not only American coinage artistry, but also a tribute to one of the nation's founding fathers and his architectural masterpiece. The mottos, "In God We Trust," and "E pluribus unum," express the ideals of faith, unity, and national identity that have long been central to U.S. coinage, while the depiction of Monticello reminds Americans of Jefferson's intellect, innovation, and enduring influence on the Republic's history. Even though the 2003 D nickel is a common coin in circulation, it holds a special place in the timeline of U.S. coin design, bridging the traditional Jefferson portrait and the modernized versions that would follow in the next top. The United States of America 5-cent coin of 2007, commonly known as the Jefferson nickel, is a small yet significant piece of American coinage history. Struck at the Denver Mint, indicated by the letter D beneath the year, the 2007 D nickel is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing exactly 5.00 grams with a diameter of 21.21 millimeters. On the obverse front side of the coin appears the left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. This modernized portrait, designed by Jamie Franke and first introduced in 2006, replaced earlier renditions used since 1938. Around Jefferson's bust appear the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," on the left and "Liberty" on the right, written in Jefferson's own handwriting style, followed by the year 2007 and the D mint mark representing Denver, Colorado. The reverse side of the coin depicts Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate, an enduring symbol of his architectural vision and Enlightenment ideals. The word Monticello appears centered beneath the building, with 5 cents and United States of America forming the lower rim inscriptions. Above Monticello, the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one, reflects the unity of the states and has been a national emblem since the 18th century. This particular design was created by Felix Schlag, whose work has appeared on the nickel since the original Jefferson series debuted in 1938. By 2007, the coin had returned to the classic Monticello design after the temporary Westward Journey series, 2004 to 2005, commemorated the bicentennials of the Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark expedition. Every detail on the 2007 D nickel, from Jefferson's thoughtful gaze to the neoclassical symmetry of Monticello, embodies American ideals of freedom, intellect, and unity. Millions of these nickels were minted for everyday commerce, making them common in circulation, yet they remain a tangible link to the nation's history, art, and identity. For collectors, the 2007 D. Jefferson nickel is valued mostly at face value in circulated condition, though pristine mint state, MS 65 or higher, examples or those with striking errors can command a small premium. Ultimately, the coin serves as both a functional unit of currency and a miniature work of art, reminding every American who holds it of Jefferson's enduring legacy and the timeless national mottos, "In God We Trust" and "E Pluribus Unum," that continue to define the United States of America. The next top. The United States of America 5 cents 2011 D. Jefferson nickel is a modern circulation coin that carries a rich history and national symbolism reflecting American heritage, values, and artistry. Minted in 2011 at the Denver Mint, indicated by the small d mint mark on the obverse side. This coin represents the ongoing legacy of the Jefferson nickel series, first introduced in 1938. The obverse front of the coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, who served from 1801 to 1809 and is celebrated as the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson portrait has undergone several artistic modifications over the decades, but it continues to embody Jefferson's intellectual depth and his role as a founding father. Along the left rim of the coin, the national motto, "In God We Trust," is boldly inscribed, reaffirming the country's enduring faith and its inclusion on all U.S. coinage since the mid-20th century. To the right of Jefferson's profile is his handwritten signature style, Liberty, symbolizing both freedom and Jefferson's personal connection to the ideals of independence. Below Liberty appears the year 2011, marking its production date, and just beneath or beside it is the mint mark D, identifying that this particular coin was struck at the Denver Mint in Colorado, one of two main facilities, the other being Philadelphia, that produce circulating nickels. Turning to the reverse, back, of the coin, one finds the famous image of Monticello, Jefferson's stately neoclassical home located near Charlottesville, Virginia. This architectural landmark, designed by Jefferson himself, represents his creativity, intellect, and devotion to Enlightenment ideals. The detailed engraving of Monticello has appeared on the nickel since the coin's inception, making it one of the most recognizable designs in American numismatics. Above the image of Monticello are the Latin words "E Pluribus Unum," which translate to "out of many, one," a phrase that captures the unification of diverse states and people into a single nation. Beneath the building appears the word Monticello, identifying the structure, followed by the denomination, 5 cents, and the issuing country's name, United States of America. These inscriptions not only indicate the coin's value but also serve as symbols of national pride and unity. The coin's composition consists primarily of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it its characteristic silvery appearance and durability. The Jefferson nickel weighs 5.0 grams, has a diameter of 21.21 millimeters, and features a smooth, plain edge without reading. Though 2011 D nickels are common in circulation, their numismatic value can vary depending on condition and minting quality. In average circulated grades, they are worth their face value of 5 cents, but in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially those graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services, they can fetch slightly higher prices among collectors. Some enthusiasts collect these nickels as part of date and mint mark sets, while others appreciate them for their historical and artistic design continuity. The Jefferson nickel has been a constant presence in American pocket change for more than 8 decades, linking everyday commerce to the legacy of one of America's most influential leaders. The 2011 D issue, in particular, represents not only the continuity of U.S. coinage tradition but also the enduring respect for Jefferson's contributions to democracy, architecture, and the nation's founding principles. Whether found in circulation or preserved in a coin collection, the 2011 D 5-cent coin stands as a small yet meaningful piece of American history, embodying faith, unity, liberty, and the architectural beauty of Monticello, all within the space of a simple nickel, the next top. The United States 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel, is one of the nation's most recognizable pieces of circulating coinage. The 2016 P nickel, struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as shown by the P mint mark on the obverse, carries forward a long legacy of American history, design, and national symbolism. The coin's denomination, 5 cents, has been standard since 1866, when the nickel replaced earlier silver half-dimes. Measuring 21.21 millimeters in diameter and weighing 5 grams, it is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a distinctive silvery appearance. The obverse, front, features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and principal author of the Declaration of Independence. This portrait was originally created by Felix Schlag in 1938, but was updated in 2006 by sculptor Jamie Franke to show a more forward-facing view of Jefferson, capturing both his intellectual strength and democratic spirit. The inscription, "In God We Trust," appears along the left rim, symbolizing the nation's deep cultural emphasis on faith and resilience. To the right is the word liberty, rendered in Jefferson's own handwriting, followed by the date 2016 and the P mint mark. Together, these inscriptions reflect both the historical and spiritual ideals that continue to define American identity. On the reverse side, the 2016 nickel displays Monticello, Jefferson's self-designed neoclassical estate in Charlottesville, Virginia. This building is not merely Jefferson's home but also a tangible symbol of his Enlightenment ideals, reason, order, and symmetry. The central image is sharply detailed, showing the mansion's dome, columns, and balanced proportions. Above the image is the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one," a motto that captures the unifying vision of the early republic, where diverse states and peoples came together to form one nation. Below the depiction of Monticello appears the word Monticello in capital letters, identifying the structure, and beneath it are the inscriptions 5 cents and United States of America. Together, these design elements create a layered narrative that blends patriotism, history, and architectural artistry. The coin's edge is plain, without reading, which is characteristic of nickels and distinguishes them from dimes and quarters. Beyond its physical features, the 2016 P. Jefferson nickel represents the continuity of American coinage through changing times. The P mint mark indicates its production at the Philadelphia Mint, the oldest mint facility in the country, first established in 1792. Millions of these coins were struck for circulation, ensuring that Jefferson's legacy and Monticello's image would remain in everyday use by millions of Americans. Although often overlooked as common pocket change, each nickel embodies a miniature history lesson, linking modern commerce to the founding ideals of liberty, unity, and progress. Its mottos, "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and "E Pluribus Unum," together encapsulate the nation's philosophical foundations, faith, freedom, and unity amid diversity. When viewed closely under light, the subtle details of Jefferson's face and Monticello's facade reveal the craftsmanship and technology of modern minting. The 2016 P 5-cent coin is therefore not just currency, but also a durable artifact of national memory, circulating daily as a silent ambassador of American values, history, and identity.